What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and we haven't talked tutorial much on Danchro, and I think we need to do that. So, if you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't see the video yesterday, I actually got really stupid lucky and pulled the new Ryu on my first draw, so I'm really excited about that. And along with that, with the new event and all that, there actually is a new item that unit really needs. So, what I thought would be really awesome is to talk about upgrading these items, because that's something that at first I didn't really fully understand, and maybe some people out there have some misconceptions about it. So, I'm going to use the new pumpkin item. There are a few items in here I actually can reroll, but rerolling items in here isn't, I would say, intuitive per se, because it doesn't really, it gives you a list of options and you have to choose the right one. So let's kind of go through this, all right? So I'm going to choose the pumpkin option here. Now it says Nourishing Pumpkin, cooldown 0 seconds, front-facing round AoE, support technique, applies attack multiplier of 2% poison to enemy for 4 seconds. Now this is really good because Ryu gets a major poison boost, and I'm sure later on down the road we're going to have a lot of other ailment units that could really use this. Now most of what it's going to do is kind of modify this over here. So I don't expect much over there. Vitality Index shouldn't change. What we're really looking at are these right here. So in using battle items, 1% strength increase to self, and when using battle items, 1% dex increase to self. And down here, there's a gold one here. Pumpkin, the Pumpkin Nightmare. Activated when category item is category counter more. When using battle items, 8% critical damage increase to self. That's the big one. So that's really nice. Now, we're always going to get that poison multiplier, and that's going to be really good. What we're really looking for is we want to keep this, but we want some more stuff in here. These bronze skills really aren't the best. So that's our current status. So if we go click over here on Remake, you either need the golden hammer or some more of the actual item itself. And thankfully, because the event is still live and this is a free-to-play item, I can actually go farm as many as I need to get the characteristics that I want out of this. So if we click on characteristics again, here's everything we can get. So we're really aiming for some of those rainbow characteristics. So we can't blah 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 blah. So let's see. Obviously that's too long, so it's going to be overlap here. But when using battle items, 10% endurance to self. I don't think I have any that actually have the rainbow effect yet. You'll notice here that there's the gold effect, and there's basically the rainbow version of that up there. What I really want is I want some good magic increases, and I would really like some of the rainbow boosts there. Now, you can actually lock these down. So, I don't have any of the locks of training. It would be really nice. So if you do get at some point, if you do get some of those rainbow effects, you might want to hold off and wait till you actually have the locks to go ahead and use this. For those of you that played Danmemo with us, this is almost identical to the Goibnu lock. This is almost the exact same mechanic. So, in fact, it is pretty much the same mechanic. So, let's go ahead and select. I'm going to auto-select, and that's going to give us 10 of those pumpkins. And essentially what that's going to do is that's going to give us 10 different potential rerolls that we can utilize. So, since these are infinitely farmable at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and hit remake, and we'll see what happens. So we'll go ahead and hit remake again, and it's going to pop up. Okay, so remake complete, and let's see what we get. All right, so now you got to go through this list and figure out what you want. So this is our original. We have a bronze and a gold down there. So over here we have two silvers. Looks like they're redundant. That's weird. I don't think I've seen that before, to be completely honest. Is that really redundant? Then if we click over here, we have a silver and a bronze. I don't have any rainbows at all, which is really unfortunate. I had one yesterday that I did that actually had double gold. So let's see here. I like the fact that this is gold, and I really, really, really want to keep that. When using battle items, self-strength increase, if that was a magic boost, I would definitely be about that life. This one is a moderately better, because the main thing is, since I'm using this on a predominantly magic unit, I really want that magic boost. So this is a slightly better option here. Let's see what this is. When using battle items, add strength to increase. It's not really going to do much, though it does give us that shield. This is a moderately better change, but it still ain't great. I'm still not satisfied with this, but we'll go ahead and select that. So in essence, if we go back here, you can actually select any one of these and select the attribute that you think best fits the unit that you're going to use this with. So in my case, I'm really looking for magic boosts, I'm looking for damage modifiers, and obviously, since this originally had the main equip technique at gold, I really don't want to choose anything less than that. So, since this has also the equip technique at gold, not really downgrading that. Instead of strength modifier, I'm getting a magic modifier, which is really good for Ryu, who I'm attaching this to. And when using battle items, dexterity increase to himself is actually a silver instead of a bronze. Notice that like the bronzes are like 1 and 2%. This is like a 4%. Still not the best. I'm not altogether satisfied, but it kind of is what it is. So we can hit change. And then it's like, you sure you want to do this? You can hit back like I did before, go back, and then change it. To be honest with you guys, I'm not altogether enthused about that change. But let's try another item here. So, the Divine Energy Gem, I've actually got 4 of these, and this one's actually pretty good. This one's got 2 gold equips and a silver equip. So there's a high likelihood that this one may not necessarily need, or the remakes might not be better, but really I'm just wasting my time if I don't remake it, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. Let's see what we get here. So remake complete, and we have another gold, double gold here. No rainbows yet. So I kind of feel like those locks are going to come in really, really handy when that's a thing. When using battle items, 7% dexterity increase to self. When using battle items, 8% magic to self. So we have dexterity and endurance. And so I'm probably using this on more of my physical units. I'm going to go with the endurance buff. 4% when dexterity and 4% strength. The 4% dexterity up there seems a little redundant. I like the strength boost better, so I actually think that is going to be my go-to. Let's just double check this over here. So in category, when using in battle, I wish it told me more. I hate the fact that it's just that, and I would have to go back and see what the actual readout on that is. I'd almost have to accept that in order to see it, but I think I'm going to go with this. So I think that's just a better overall. Now, there are situations in which I'm imagining you probably can't just go off the color of the item. Obviously, like I said, the rainbow items are a lot more rare, but preferable. It's just a representation of the higher percentage numbers, basically. But I hate that you can't really tell what that is without accepting it. That is a major downside of that. But essentially, it's just whatever role is native to this item. So we could probably go out here and take a look at that. Let's see, status. And actually won't tell us because we'd have to accept it. So that is what it is. Let's see if we can grab a couple extra pumpkins here and see if we could do another reroll in that pumpkin. I don't honestly know what it takes to get a rainbow equip, at least at this point. I'm sure by the time this video's whatever a year or two old, I'm going to go back and look at this and go, well, I was kind of silly. I already knew. But let's give it a shot here. Let's see what happens. So, game's still relatively new at this point, so some of this is just trial and error. But here we go. Remake. We'll go ahead and auto-select these. Noise. And so this is 8% critical damage to self. Let's just go ahead and remake it. I honestly am going to save all my locks for when I get rainbow categories. So that's going to be me personally. I'm not sure how I feel about this because I see magic is bronze and I see a silver magic over here. And then, this is obviously, it is what it is, but I really want that magic boost. But that 4% strength increase, and we get a silver on top of that. There's a big argument for that, because I would imagine those, I don't know if they stack, to be completely honest. I'm going to go ahead and accept that and see what happens here. Just because, let's see, are they the same? So activating when category is category count or more when using battle items. 7% critical damage to self and 9%. I don't know if those stack, honestly. That's a huge question mark. And I guess the only way to know at this juncture is going to be trial and error. But I still don't have any rainbow characteristics. And it'd be really nice to get a rainbow characteristic. So let's go grab one more stack of 10 pumpkins and see what we get here. Like I said, right now these are infinitely farmable during this event, so I'm going to go ahead and use what I can use here. And yes, there's a lot of other things I probably could take from this, but right now I'm not altogether worried about it. I really want to acquire this. So we're going to go back into your battle items. We're going to go up here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit remake. And we're going to do an auto select for all 10 again. And let's go. So we'll remake these bad boys. And remake complete. Let's see what we get. Still no rainbows. Ooh, double gold here, though. Check that out. So we got our category item, and we got a dex increase and a strength increase. No magic increase, and that is a bit discouraging. But it is what it is. Let's see, another double gold over here. That's all that versus there's a silver with a bunch of those. You know, I'll be honest, the critical rate might still actually be better, though it's hard to tell what the percentage, because they're not showing us the percentage here. So it's really tough to know what the actual percentage is here. And once again, I don't know if those having the two stacks, which obviously would be better than having even a rainbow, but yeah, I honestly haven't the faintest clue. I hate to admit that, it's true. I just don't know. I won't know until I try it in battle. You know, I hate to say it, I'm gonna go ahead and just not change. If I had a rainbow, I'd definitely lock it down, but you know, we just don't. We just simply don't. We'll go ahead and accept that, and it is what it is. I'm going to keep at this, essentially, until I figure out a little bit more about what, you know, how do you get a rainbow? Let's see if it gives us... So every time you re-roll, different characteristics will appear. Keep on re-rolling until you get your desired skills. That's it. That's all it tells us. So it doesn't really tell us the probability of getting a rainbow. I'm assuming it's exceptionally rare. Yeah, we'll just do one more. What the heck? You know, it's like I said, they're infinitely farmable. I would love to end this video by getting a rainbow skill. So let's just give it one more shot here. I don't think 1,000 of these is really hurting at this point. This is, for all intents and purposes, fairly inexpensive, at least as far as any of the other equips and things like that I need at the moment. So let's go and auto-select this one more time. Click remake. Can we get a rainbow skill? No. No. Though we did get a double here. So we have the critical boost, and we have a big defensive boost. That's very nice. Let's see. Bunch of defensive boosts here. Let's see. We got strength and dex increase. Got a double gold on that. Got a dex and a critical increase here. Got a gold magic increase here. But I honestly would argue that this actually might be the best of them all. Because as much as that dex increase would be really nice, I think a defensive increase would be really good here. So, we'll do that. Kind of goes away from me testing out whether the double boosts work or not, but that is, you know, once again, still with the defensive boost, I could try it out. Nevertheless, guys, that is how you re-roll these skills. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward, but one of the early mistakes that I made and that I've seen other people make is not selecting the right skill. Maybe just going in there and auto-clicking or running one and being done. Nah. Especially right now with these infinitely farmable, go in there and farm them up. And go ahead and do your upgrades. They're super important, especially right now with these free-to-play items. If you pulled Ryu, you are going to want that pumpkin maxed out at least as much as possible. So go do upgrades, guys. That is the best thing you can do right now to get the max out of these characters. For now, like, comment, and share. I'll be back with more Danmachi for you guys coming up here real soon.